What's up, world? You are welcome to Nestle. Today we're going to be discussing As a Man Thinketh by Jame Allen. This book is beautiful. Honestly, I learned so much listening to this book. So please sit down and let's begin. If this is your first time, thank you so much for coming here. I am Nez. Welcome to Nestle. Here every Monday and Friday we discuss a new book and then you can decide if you should go ahead and read it or not. So please go ahead and subscribe and join the people that are out here trying to make this work. Okay, willing to learn. So of course, subscribers, much love. Okay, so my trusty laptop is here. We haven't found a name for him, or I haven't found a name for her yet. Okay, so As a Man Thinketh by Jame Allen. Before I start, Jame Allen, this book was written in 1903, right? So this book is really old, and personally I would consider it like the father of a lot of mind power kind of book, because what he tried to move a lot with this book was basically trying to explain to us that your thoughts is what determines what your life is going to become. If you believe that some things are okay, those things are going to be what will be your reality. Do you understand? I'm going to talk about 5 things that I found from the book, but you know, as usual, the 5 is never really what the whole book is about. It's just, it doesn't scratch the surface. It's just, but it makes sense if you can read it yourself, if you can. So yeah, let's start. Number 1. Okay, so number 1 is the major premise of the book. That's what the whole book is about. This man says that what you think determines what will happen to you, what your life is going to be. He says thought is equal to action, action is equal to your environment. Now, there could be a longer way to look at it, but really, whatever it is that you like, if you look at your life now, you don't like it, realize, understand now, that it is your thoughts, it is you, it's your thoughts that has allowed that to be, that has made that to be. A lot of us go through life believing that we didn't really have a choice, like it's a victim mentality. Oh, we didn't really have a choice, it's just the way things are. See, there are other people that are in that situation with you that have done totally different things from yours. So understand that your thoughts, what you sit down and you accept in your head, the things that you think of are the things that you act on, and when you act on it, it affects the life that you have. Like, let me use some people complain about the common one. I'm a woman. The common one amongst women is when they get married. Meanwhile, single people, we have to be careful out here. Think about what you're thinking about. What you allow is allowed. So a lot of married women, you hear them say things like how, okay, they are married, they don't like the way their relationship is, and a lot of times they say, what kind of person is this? You notice that a lot of the blame and the focus is upon the other person, that's their husband. No, okay? Understand that you have a great role to play. Same thing with the men too, but I'm going to talk about women because I'm a woman and I've heard a lot of women talk. Same thing with the men. Do you understand? Man, you're married, your wife is like this, your wife is like that. No, be you marry her. That is action. Why did she make sense to you? Thoughts. Do you understand? I think what makes me laugh the most about with men is that when they talk about things like a woman being too expensive. That one makes me laugh, because I hear the men that do those kind of things. They say, oh, if you see this girl get fine, the hair they like this one, you'll be like, did you think that her lifestyle, the money came from her? Then when the girl makes money, girl makes 300k, she uses it to buy hair, you complain. How can the whole 300k go to hair? Was that not the hair she was wearing when you met and you were saying that you liked it? Honestly, I'm not here to fight anybody, but I'm just saying, you are responsible for the life that you have. Nobody did it to you, you did it yourself. Bringing me to point 2. Grow up and take responsibility for your life. That's what he says in this book. He says that we should stop that thing where we believe that some people somewhere are doing us. It's a lie. As long as you continue to look and say it is somebody else that is doing me, everything that is in your life is this person's fault, is this person's fault, is that person, is the government, is this set of people, is this race, is this gender, is this class, is this ruling party, is this non-ruling party. See, as long as you continue to think that way, you're not ready to take responsibility. He says that someone becomes a man or a woman. He used man, but I'm going to put woman because I'm sure he's talking about both people. So someone becomes a man when they are willing to be responsible, when you're willing to stop whining about what life has dealt you and decide to take control of your thoughts. Do you understand? As long as you believe, as long as you think it, that's, to me, saying is actually like the filter part of what you're thinking. Most times your mind is filled with more. So when you say that, how can someone be anything, especially in Nigeria, say, how can anybody be anything in Nigeria? There's no money in this country. But see, there's no money in this country. Both of us know that there are people that are making it in this country. And yes, some people say it's because of the politicians. Are there not non-politicians that are doing well in this country? Some people own banks, hotels, cosmetic businesses. People are real estate business. People are here making things happen. New businesses are being cropped up as we speak. I had an opportunity to listen to the owner of Studio 24. Studio 24 is a big major photography studio outlet all over Nigeria. And I've never heard, honestly, that man That man is just something. Do you understand? But it's like when I'm saying that we're all seeing what we want to see. The man is out here making life happen. We're sitting out here, politics, jikwamekwa, government, jikwamekwa, color, jikwamekwa. We're not even serious. I'm talking to myself. I'm actually raking myself as I'm saying all these things. But really, it's your mind, what you allow. Your mind is what limits you to become who you will be. That's number 2. Number 3, and please stop looking for village people. I remember I was listening to Pastor Sam once where he said, the quality of your questions is what determines the quality of answers that you get in life. If you have accidents tomorrow, you're going to meet somebody. You're going to meet prophets. You tell prophet, this whole year, 2020 has just been a one kind year. I had accidents, this one happened. Who is doing me? Prophet will tell you there's one fair woman in your village. How many villages do you know that don't have one fair person inside? See, the quality of your answer will determine the quality of the quality of answer. So the quality of your questions will determine the quality of answer and the life that you have. Instead of you to sit down and tell yourself, what did I do to land here? Maybe if you had an accident, maybe I did not fix my car on time. Okay, so from now on, should we start what's that thing called? I've forgotten the name. Servicing the car. Maybe we shouldn't be using old tires to drive. Maybe we should stop driving back because driving may not be driving long journey might not be our thing. Maybe we should enter public transport if we need to travel. The quality of your thoughts is the quality of your questions will determine the quality of answers you get in life. It's period. I'm telling you. So that's number 2. Number 3 is conceive a legitimate purpose. Conceiving a legitimate purpose helps you to focus. Instead of you to focus on who is doing me, what are they doing? And I think there's something a lot of us do now. I do it personally, where I hear something when someone says, do you know that you are who you want to be? And I say, what about people from here? What about people from there? See, the man says that understand something. That's Jame Allen said that understand something. You are the most vital person in your life. Vital. He didn't even use the word important. He said you are the most vital person in your life. You can sit down and focus on the one people are doing there. Focus on yourself first. Get yourself in check yet first. Find your purpose and follow through. He said, find your purpose, write a legitimate, how did he even say it? So consider a legitimate purpose. Then plan it out, then follow through. It narrows your vision to facing the one that is in front of you. If you wake up one day, like if you're a carpenter, and you know that there's lack of what we call handwork, people that do handwork in Nigeria. For us, in our house tomorrow, we haven't found a good carpenter. We found every other person. But there's no carpenter we can call now that we know that if we come today, the guy will do his work. We don't have that. But imagine if you're a carpenter and you say you know what, you're going to have a school or the plan is to have a workshop, a line of world-class carpenters that anybody can call you and you can get the carpenter to go and do this work. You can sit and say, nobody can be trusted in Nigeria. See, it's not your business, so what's happening in Nigeria. Not like that. Sit down and face your focus. I'm telling you, do it too. It's for your own, it will blind you to everything that's happening everywhere else. Sit down and face your focus. Sorry. So number 4, fear and doubt will always lead to failure. I think all of us already know this. As long as you have fear, as long as you have doubt about yourself or you're scared of things happening out there, it's failure. You will not do anything now. We know that fear cripples. Abi, don't we know that? Fear cripples. This man says that as long as you are in fear and doubt, you are a perpetual failure. I know we don't like to say it, where success is not a failure. It is true. But if you're saying I'm a success and you're in doubt, are you a success? It's not me that caused it. You're a failure. If you wake up one day and think to yourself, I mean, I just happened to watch the amazing Femi Adewoye. Maybe I'll put a link of his video here when we talked about the health worker that was working in the coronavirus center, the one in the COVID center, the one in Yaba. He told me that he just called somebody. I just watched him on TV, on TVC. Do you understand? He said that he just called somebody. He just thought about it and called somebody. Imagine if he was scared. He said, what did they now say no? What is they now? You now sit down and ask yourself a question and doing Ajuju Wale. Ajuju Wale in Igbo is small test. You be doing small test. Ajuju Ulenta and Uleku, big test, small test, exam. You say, this one will happen, that one will happen. You've not done anything. You've sat down and you've written and destroyed what will happen in your life just because you're working out of fear and of doubt. I heard that I'm sounding like a preacher, but that's what I learned from this book. I listened to this book like 5,000 times. Anyway, last, definitely not the least, dream. I think this one was the one that made me very happy. First of all, I talked about the importance of being calm as a person. Learn to be calm. Learn to be calm. Cool down, cool down. What's that thing that boy said? Cool down. I forgot how he said it too. Be calm. What's what that little boy said? Dream. He said, your dreams are a reality of your future. People say, because of the world we live in now, where a lot of people are not big on, like, the whole motivational thoughts and all that, a lot of people feel like, you don't have to dream. All this dreaming, face reality. Reality is now. What about the reality of the future? Do you plan to have none? Do you plan to be a certain kind of woman when you're married? Do you understand? Dream towards that. What kind of family do you want? What kind of children do you want? What kind of job do you want? What kind of house do you want? Dream towards it. Dream is part of the plan. Sit down, dream, force a plan. Fix a plan. That's do your purpose and follow through. I just remember, I'm going to end this, the last one I'm saying. I'm going to end this by saying something happened to me when I was back in university. When I was in university, I had this wonderful roommate. I loved this girl to death. She was the bomb. One of the best friends I ever had. Easily one of the best friends I had in school. This girl, we had a conversation where she was trying to tell me that men would definitely cheat in their relationships. And I said no. I didn't tell her no. I told her my own man will not cheat. And she told me that I should stay there. That men would definitely cheat. To me, it's a product of her thought. She has agreed that it's going to happen. She has agreed with herself. Men would definitely cheat. So what's her life like? She's still an amazing person. She's doing well, but like she has already concluded. Because she wasn't the first person I was hearing say this. I was hearing a lot of people say it. Men would definitely cheat. It goes without saying. You have to just decide where the cheat. As long as it doesn't bring it to the house. As long as there are different things that we tell ourselves. I thought, I don't care what you say or how you say it. You're not God. God asks for faithfulness in a marriage. So if God says it's possible, then I have to believe that it's possible. Me, personally, the one I'm married, men cheat, that's true. It's not men I want to marry, it's one person I want to marry. That's one man that I want to marry, that's the one that will not cheat. It's simple. You have to believe for yourself what you accept as a human being or not. The kind of home you will live in. Some people say, I can't really help it. I didn't really have a choice. See, I went to a class in business, Lagos Business School one time where someone said that when you say that you have no choice, that's a lazy statement. Because there's always a choice. You just chose the one that was more comfortable for you. Do you understand? And I think that, having a choice or not having a choice doesn't matter. I think where it gets annoying is when you refuse to own responsibility for it. Because you're putting the power of your life to somebody else. It's your life. Your life is the most vital part of you. See, I heard that I sound like a preacher. I'm not talking about this book. This book is the bomb. When they say small bomb, this book is tiny, but it's big. I listened to it on script. I cannot wait to buy the physical book. I'm going to look for where to find it. But honestly, the book was written in 1903. It's an old book. Anywhere you look, you find it. If you check Pataba, check Roving Heights, check Latana, check Amazon, see wherever it is you are. I'm pretty sure if you ask the person, if you do a small PM, please, you have as a man thinketh. They'll tell you I have it. If they don't have it, they'll tell you, okay, I know someone that you can get it from, and they can get it for you. Ojo Eleba, on that bridge. If you're in Lagos, go to any bookshop around you. But Ojo Eleba on that bridge, check that place. All those places they sell book. I'm pretty sure you find this book there. This book is wonderful. Totally worth the read. Totally worth the read. If you've read it already and you have a comment, please leave your comment below. Let me know what you learned, because I know I can learn a lot from you. This book is like, there are too many layers. The more I read it, the more I think, oh, okay. I see something new. I'm like, okay, this is really good. This book is beautiful, honestly. Thank you so much for watching, okay? I love you guys. You guys are the bomb. We're still celebrating Nesteli's first anniversary this month. And honestly, I'm beyond. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.